I'm too young for this. Me, sis, me? Like, for real? Like, perimenopause? I don't know if you all are going through it or if you know anybody to go through it, but stay tuned so I can tell you some tips and tricks on how to get through this thing called perimenopause. Perimenopause is not to be confused with menopause. It is pre-menopausal state, okay? But you're gonna feel like it can't get no worse than this. And you'll know that you're in menopause if you've missed your cycle for a year, then you're fully in menopause. So if you miss it for like 4 months, 2 months, that's not menopause, baby. You still in perimenopause. Menopause is when you have missed it for 1 consecutive year. So this is what happens. So I was like, miss it for a year. If I miss it for a year, it's gone, right? You can miss it for a year or 2. Then it'll come back for a short period of time, and it too will be irregular. Like, what? You know, my fit fam, my fit friends, you all know, I study nutrition. Have been studying nutrition for years. I'm not certified yet, but I study and I study and I study. And my mother was going through it some years ago. I was studying it, learning about it, but I never really understood it. I showed her different tips and taught her different things and stuff like that, but to actually go through it, the mental state of it, I mean, everything is off, you all. Your hormones, your estrogen, everything, all your levels are off, okay? And when they're off, they're off. Like, is menopause worse than perimenopause? Well, stay tuned and I'll tell you. Perimenopause. Who? Sis, who? Like, really? Perimenopause? Hey, welcome back to Sugar Fit. What's up, Fit fam? What's up, my fit friends out there?
Y'all see that title? Y'all see that title, right? Come on. We gotta talk, sis. We gotta talk, queen. Really? Perimenopause? Let's get it.
Perimenopause? Who? Like, really? I'm tripping. Okay, for my sisters out there who may be going through a little something, and you at the stage of your life, you know, of age, you just wonder what in the world is going on with me. Let me calm your storm right now. It is called perimenopause. Yes, honey, perimenopause or menopause, just depending on what stage you are really in. All right, sis, we gotta talk. We have to talk, sis. We have to talk. Perimenopause is very, very real. All right. After speaking with my mother and my sister, different friends about it, perimenopause is real. And it starts after, and I had to research. Y'all know I research anything. I'm gonna research it till I can't research it no more. And then I'm gonna cross-reference that research, you know. And you know I study nutrition. So all of this goes hand in hand with perimenopause and with my topic today. So I found out that you can begin perimenopause from the age of 30 ongoing until you go directly into menopause. And perimenopause come with a lot of side effects, a lot of symptoms, a lot of imbalances. Girl, I looked it up, sis. It's a whole lot of them, and I'm not claiming none of them, okay? I recognize some. I'm not claiming those to even stay, but it's a whole list. I'll probably list them. It's a whole list of symptoms. It's a whole list of side effects to it, I guess you can say. But and I'll briefly go over some of them, okay? And what basically, to my understanding, what perimenopause is, it's your body getting ready for imbalance. Your body, the hormones, the estrogen, all of that kind of stuff is really about to be in balance. It's going through an imbalance, but it's preparing your body for what's to come. I feel like my lip gloss is extra popping. Perimenopause is going on in my life right now. And I guess I am of age, but I was like, perimenopause, I'll holler at you in 10 years, in 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Come holler at me later. So I'm within that age range, but I didn't think it would come for me this quick, you know? Okay, I'm gonna just put it out there. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm 44. But I feel like I'm about, 30, But when I started having these symptoms, I kind of got depressed. I got sad. I was like confused, and I just didn't know what was going on with me. I'm like, okay, I am eating a whole lot of dairy now, so I quickly put it on that, because I want that out of my life. So I'm like, is it the dairy? Like, what's going on? Because sis, let me tell you, queens out there who may be going through or know someone who goes through, it's that imbalance of your hormones and your estrogen and everything is just imbalanced. It makes you feel like, it can make you feel like you're crazy. It can make you feel like you're just living in somebody else's body right now, And when I was going through all these different changes, so let me talk about the changes. Because when I was going through them all, I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what was happening with my body. And I started drawing back, with my family and my friends, like, hold on, I need to see about me, like what's going on with me. Why don't I feel like being bothered with y'all? But these were my symptoms, okay? I was moody, moody. And then more than moody, I just didn't feel like being bothered with anyone. I didn't feel like being bothered. And I was going through depression. I was going through anxiety, just a little anxiety, not much, but some anxieties. And I'll just pop off real quick. My husband can say something to me, y'all, and I'm just like a machine gun. I'm at it, just letting it rip, And he coming at me like, that's how he would actually look at me like he want to go like this. Like, what's wrong, girl? What's wrong? And he like, hold on, what happened? What's going on? And I'm just letting it rip off the mouth. I'm coming quick. I'm just very confrontational and just argumentative and just ready to pop off. And I'm like, this is not me. Like, what's going on with me? Am I distressed? Like, if I had to measure my stress right now, I wouldn't be high on a stress meter. Like, what's going on? So, and I'm quietly, seeing the changes that's happening with me, and just didn't know, because I was ignorant to the fact that you can start premenopause at 30. So I'm just thinking it's life, and things is getting on my nerves, and I'm a little sad, and I'm a little depressed, and I'm a little down. And I couldn't stay with different things, like different workouts, different regimens, different things that I was doing, and I'm just like finding it really hard. So that was a symptom. And I'm sitting up here like, this is crazy. Because I told Perimenopause, come holler at me in 10 years. I don't have time for that. Not in my life, not right now. Perimenopause, to me, menopause, and in my ignorance, okay, menopause was always a thing where your womanhood is being snatched from you. You about to slow down in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, your greater life has happened. This is how I thought as a little girl. Always. I just, when people go through menopause or whatever, I'm thinking now they old and, you can't have any more children. So therefore, you don't have any control of your life anymore. Like, you've blossomed and bloomed, and now you're shriveling back. That's how I always seen menopause. As I said, like, as a little girl, that's what I always thought. But it is something mentally, psychologically, and scientifically that happens in my body that really slows things down for me. And I don't know, I was kind of afraid of that. So my mother would say little things, or my daughter would say something like, Mom, are you going through menopause? I'm like, girl, no. Like, absolutely not. They'll say this like 2-3 years ago. No, absolutely not. No. Are you? You know what I'm saying? But, y'all, I gotta say it like that. Y'all, I have really been going through. And I can say honestly, for the last year, my emotions have been so imbalanced that I had to do some checking on myself, like what's going on with me. You know, I had to do my own wellness check because for one, I was too embarrassed to talk to anybody about it. I spoken to my husband about, hey, he came to me first. There's so much I could say about this, but for me, I knew something was going on when I stayed pissed off, when I stayed in that funk. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm moody, you know, I'm irritable, I'm argumentative, I'm combative, I'm just in your face, like, what, you know? And I'm like that, and I'm not just like that naturally, nor am I just like that over little things. You know, because a lot of people, you know, the stigma, they put that stereotypical imbalance on you, you know, and be like, okay, you're going through menopause, so what you talking about is not justified, you just going through. No, what I'm talking about is real. What I feel is real, and you need to take it as my truth. This is how I really feel. It's not because of an imbalance all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be into it with whoever, and not even really arguing, but you can have a disagreement with someone, and you could feel you just have a different opinion about something, and they're gonna automatically think you're going through your menopause. So that's why you're like that, and they'll just dismiss what you're saying. But no, what I say is value to me because it's my truth. Like, don't just dismiss what I'm saying because I'm going through this menopause or perimenopause. You know, I don't like that. Even before, with my husband, I used to always say, if I'm going through something, if it's a bad day or whatever, and I'm just, you know, in that mood or whatever, he used to say to me, what's today's date? Don't do that. Don't do that, because now you dismissing my real feelings. Now you taking away the value of what I just expressed. Like, those are real feelings. No matter what day on the calendar it is, no matter if I'm on my cycle or not, my feelings should be valued. So I said all that to say, you know, sometimes going through the perimenopause, because I'm at that stage, you know, you find yourself being a little more pissed off about things than you would normally be, but you still have reason to be ticked off. And then sometimes you might be at the whole other end of the spectrum, and you know, you might find yourself like, dang, why did I snap like that? Wait, it wasn't that serious, you know. So it just depends. But for me, I don't want people in my family, in my circle, just to assume, okay, she menopausing right about now. She menopausing, okay? No, I want y'all to hear what I'm saying and understand what I feel. And let me be the one to tell you if them feelings was just a spur of the moment type thing. So that's one thing you go through. You can go through your moods, mood swings, irritable, you know, just like I can't do it. And another thing, if you find yourself, sis, queen, if you find yourself at a point in your life, you find yourself right now at a point in your life where you just want to just vamp, where you just want to pack your stuff or just lay your stuff and just go and just be gone, you might be going through perimenopause. Your family could get on your nerves, your businesses, your business partners, or whoever's in your circle, they could really be working your nerves right now. You just need a break. But after you've had that break and you still feel like, I'm gone, I'm out of here, I'm finna disappear, I'm finna go somewhere. Like, I need to be in Spain right now. I need to be in on Mars right now. While y'all do this down here, I need to be somewhere up on Mars. If you feeling like that, you might be going through perimenopause. And another thing, sis, what I found out through my own feelings is, you go through depression. You know, you go through depression and anxiety. I went through like a little anxiety, and I'm like, where is this coming from? And what I mean by a little anxiety, sometimes like if I'm in a car with my husband, y'all see us out in the car all the time. But when he's driving, and he's from Miami, and every time we go to Miami, I always be like, okay, I'm always reminded that's why he drive the way he drive, because they drive crazy. Y'all, hey, I love y'all, but y'all drive wild. So when I'm in the car with him, and he's just like stopping real quick, I'm like, ah! You know, I'm like, whoa, boy, you know what I'm saying? Then my daughter, she be like, Mom, that was serious. Like, come sit in the front, and you might see your life flash before your eyes too. Like, this is valid to me. I'm not tripping. It's not just perimenopause, but it's anxiety. And I've been feeling like this for years. And I'm like, am I getting old? Is this perimenopause? But at the same time, because at the end of the day, because the gag is, I was still scared, okay? I was still scared. So my feelings is real, you know? So then I have to look at myself like, okay, Sugar, you're going through all of this. Is there an imbalance that you can correct, that you can help, that you can support, you know, that you can nourish? And I had to ask myself that a few times about different situations. Not that I'm just going crazy, and I don't want you all to fear out there, sis. I'm just letting you know some imbalances that may creep up in your life that you probably have had for years and just didn't know where all this was coming from. And another thing to touch on what I was just saying about, you know, you may just want to dip. You just want to peel out. Remember that? You just want to peel out and go somewhere. But at the same time, what if you just wake up and you just don't feel like yourself? Like you feel like you done stepped in somebody else's body. You don't know who you are or where you are. Not literally like you lost and, you know what I'm saying, Alzheimer's done kicked in. No, we ain't there. We ain't talking about that. But seriously, if you just feel like you just not yourself, no matter what you do, you can drink your tea all day long to get you, you know, pepped up. And you can do your workout, you can eat your bananas, you can get your energy, you can do whatever it is that gets you that, you know, innate high, that emotional stimulant, you know. And you can do those things and it don't work for you, you may be going through. You may be going through, you know. And let me see some more. Also, depression, like I said about the anxiety and the depression, if you find yourself stuck on something like, you know, depressing over something, or you stuck mentally somewhere and you're like, dang, but normally I'll snap out of this, you may be going through. You may be going through. And there is a test that can be taken at your doctor's office. Go to your family practitioner and ask them for that test. And I forgot what it's called. I forgot what the test is called. But you go, excuse me. You go, you tell them what you're going through, and then you ask them about this test, and they can perform that test and let you know if you are at that stage or not. But a lot of times we don't even need that test because we know what's going on. But if you want to, I'm not trying to tell you to omit that test. I'm just letting you know, be aware of your symptoms, and so be aware of your body changing of those symptoms so you can diagnose yourself too. But definitely go to your doctors if you are having issues like severe depression, severe anxieties, severe weight gain, or if you're starting to eat more, or even the opposite, you can, a loss of appetite happens as well. But the most pronounced symptom in my life right now is the most depressing symptom, and I'm gonna share it with you all. But before I share that symptom, I will say this. If you go to the doctor and you stress to them that you want this test taken, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna try to prescribe an antidepressant. They're gonna say, you know what? You know what, ma'am? It's a lot going on in the world right now. You're working, you have a family, you have a business, you this, you that, and you're just going through a depression, but you can take these pills and it'll help you cope. They're going to be quick to put you on antidepressants. It's other ways of getting around it. You do not have to take the antidepressant pills if you're just going through perimenopause. Now, if your stuff is on a whole nother spectrum, you may want to go talk to someone. You may want to see what is needed for your imbalance. You may want to do that. But antidepressants is not the answer for a hormonal imbalance. It's not the answer. Okay, so I'll tell you the symptom that has gotten me, y'all, has got me like down and like really.